You've probably heard the phrase, if someone has no friends, that's a red flag. But what if that assumption is completely wrong? What exactly? Let's find out. Because what seems like a social flaw might actually be a hidden strength. And stick around, we're diving into 5 psychological truths that might make you see solitude in a whole new light. Deep thinkers prefer solitude. A 2016 study published in the British Journal of Psychology found something fascinating. The smarter you are, the less socially satisfied you tend to be. But this isn't about being better than others, it's about how your brain is wired. Deep thinkers crave meaning. The smarter you are, the less you enjoy small talk about the weather. Self-awareness shrinks social circles. The Johari window, a psychology model, shows that as self-awareness increases, something else tends to shrink. Your tolerance for fake relationships. This isn't rejection, it's refinement. People with emotional intelligence start pruning their social lives, gently cutting out what no longer aligns. It's not that they don't want friends, they just don't want the wrong friends. Non-conformists are misunderstood. According to research on the need to belong, most people will conform to group norms just to fit in, but not everyone. Non-conformists, those with strong values, different beliefs, or unconventional lifestyles, are often sidelined. If you've ever felt like the black sheep, psychology says that's actually a sign of independent thinking. Imagine this, you're walking into a college classroom just a few minutes late, everyone's already seated. At the front of the room, the professor holds up a card and says, "What color is this?" "It's red, obviously red. You see it, anyone with eyes can see it." But then, something weird happens. One student raises their hand and says, "Green," then another, and another. Each one confidently saying green. You start to feel off. 2 more students enter late like you, and when asked, they say green too. Now it's your turn. The professor looks at you, everyone looks at you. You glance at the card again, still red, but somehow you hesitate. You hear yourself say green. This wasn't just a weird moment, it was a real experiment. A version of one conducted by psychologist Solomon Asch in the 1950s. And it revealed something uncomfortable about human nature. Most people would rather be wrong with the group than right alone. Now think about the people who don't go along with the group, like the ones who say, "That card is red," even when the whole room says it's green. They don't always blend in, they don't always have a crowd around them, but they often have something more important: clarity, courage, integrity. So when you see someone who doesn't have a ton of friends, someone who doesn't follow the latest trend, someone who just stands apart, they might not be lost. They might be the only one seeing things clearly. Quality greater than quantity. The longest study on happiness, the Harvard study of adult development, tracked people over 75 years. And what did it find? It's not the number of friends, it's the depth of connection that predicts happiness and health. 5 shallow friendships won't do what 1 deep connection can. Solitude is often just a season. The social convoy model explains that our social circles naturally change with life stages. Growth, healing, transitions, all these moments come with silence. So when someone seems alone, maybe they're just in a season of reinvention. Being friendless today doesn't mean you'll be friendless forever. It might just mean you're evolving. Emotional independence. Here's a radical thought. What if emotional independence looks from the outside like loneliness? People who are emotionally self-reliant don't chase validation. They don't collect friendships. They cultivate purpose. So what do they have? So what does a lack of friends really indicate? Maybe it means a person has ideas, that don't fit in the box, values they refuse to compromise, standards that protect their peace, a season of transformation no one else can see, yet not everyone who walks alone is lost. Some just prefer the silence to the noise. That's not something to hide. That's something to honor. If this hit you in the chest a little, you're not alone. Drop a comment if this made you see solitude differently, or if you've lived through one of these seasons yourself. And if you like exploring where psychology meets real life, hit subscribe. There's more coming.